Yes po.
Okay. So, for unahin muna natin yung sa design project natin. So, lahat ba tayo ay may topic na? Meron bang nag-prepare ng topic proposal? So, uploaded ba sa ating Google Classroom?
Yes po sir, na-upload ko na po. Group 3 po sir.
Okay. Lang. Check ko lang. Sino ang nag-upload?
Sir, ako po sir. Dubria po sir.
Wala kasing nakalagay dito sa akin. Tinurn in mo ba?
Po sir?
Naka-turn in ba?
Wait lang po.
Wala kasing nakalagay sa akin.
Ayos na po sir.
Check ko lang. Walang nakalagay sa akin. Ano lang, yung comment lang, ang nakalagay lang ay Mael Titles Google Docs. Tapos hindi siya na-open.
Ay sir, mali po pala ang pasok ko. Wait lang po. Papasok ko po ngayon sir.
Okay, sige. How about the others? Kompleto na ba yung topic nyo?
Sir, nasend ko na po sir. Thank you po.
Okay. Sina ano? Sino to? Si Marikina.
Yes po, sir. Nasa Google Classroom na po.
Okay, sige. Unahin ko muna tong isa. Bale, ano pala ang ginagawa nito? Yung group ni na Dubria. Rock Pinion Jack.
Basically sir, yung ano po, topic 1 po, umiikot po siya sir. Parang ano lang po, na pag pinihit niyo po sir.
Okay, so ano ang kanyang pinaka-function? Saan siya gagamitin? Okay. So meron pala kayong tatlong topic dito.
Yes po sir.
Okay, so kung kaya tong topic 2, the hydraulic powered claw machine, sige, paki-improve ng inyong topic proposal for your topic 2. So yung guidelines naman nakalagay sa ating Google Classroom, di ba?
Yes po
So
sir.
paki-discuss.
May topic 3 pa po sir.
Okay. Kasi yung topic 3, meron na din na mga nag-propose ng ganito. So para naman maiba yung ating ah, maiba naman yung topic nyo. So choice nyo pa din naman, you can choose. Kasi yung topic 1, I think medyo wala siyang, ano ba ang kanyang pinakapagagamitan. So sige, you can choose sa inyong topic 2 and topic 3 and then paki-improve nung inyong topic proposal So yung mga dapat content ng inyong topic proposal ay uploaded naman dun sa ating guidelines. So paki-check na lang tapos paki-improve ng inyong topic proposal. So next meeting,
Sige po,
paki-ano na
sir.
lang.
Thank you po.
Okay. Sino pa yung isa? Sina Marikina. Okay, so pang flat ng 2. Parang okay, so nakalagay sa inyong sa inyong bills of material, aabot ng 8,000 yung magagastos.
Sir,
Okay lang.
hindi pa po sure sa price po kasi kaya nag-estimate lang po kami. Pero feeling po namin mas mababa pa po dyan.
Kasi kapag umabot ng 8,000, medyo mataas na nga yung presyo. Pero ito naman, kaya naman siyang gawin.
Opo, kaya naman po.
Okay, sige. So, at least ibang topic naman to dun sa iba. Basta, just always remember na dapat makikita natin yung ating mga machine elements na pag-aaralan. So, you have discussed that naman last sem. Kaya alam nyo na din yung mga components na cover ng machine elements. Okay, so sige, kung sa tingin nyo is kaya namang gawin itong inyong pinopropose na ito, okay na to sa akin.
Thank you po, sir.
Okay, so meron pa ba? Okay, wala na. So, let's proceed sa ating topic for today. So, for today, we are going to discuss naman yung ating instantaneous center. So, the instant center. So, why are we going to discuss that? Bakit siya importante? So, gagamitin natin yun sa ating velocity analysis ng mechanism. So, before we study yung ating velocity analysis, kailangan maalam muna tayo how are we going to locate yung ating instantaneous center. So, different pairs, different pairs, different mechanism ay merong iba't ibang way kung paano ba kinukuha yung kanilang instantaneous center. Okay, wait lang. I-present ko lang yung presentation. Sino yung nag-resend? Villanueva?
Sir, present po. Nalitang po at galing po ang ospital. Sorry po.
Okay, sige, okay lang. Okay. So now we are going to discuss our next chapter, Instant Center. We're going to discuss the location of our Instant Center. So ano nga ba yung ating instantaneous center of rotation? So the concept of the instantaneous center of rotation is fundamental in kinematic analysis of mechanism and machine. So it is a key principle using graphical and analytical determination of velocity in a planar mechanism. So sabi ko nga, ginagamit siya sa ating velocity analysis. So the instantaneous center of a body in planar motion is the point at which the velocity is momentarily zero. So yung point kung saan makikita natin yung ating instantaneous center ay yung velocity doon is momentarily zero. So, at a given instant, the entire body rotates around this point as as if it were a fixed fiber. Okay, so we have different pair or mechanism, kinematic pairs na na-discuss, di ba? So, with that, ilolocate natin isa-isa paano ba natin malalaman yung kanyang instantaneous center. So, let's start sa ating rolling pair. So, sa rolling pair, we have a body rolling dito sa ating fixed link, or this is our ground. So, with that, given our definition of the instantaneous center, wherein the velocity at that point is momentarily zero, sa tingin nyo, saan natin makikita yung instantaneous center kapag meron tayong rolling pair? So, do you have any idea? Saan natin makikita yung ating instantaneous center? Hello, meron bang may idea kung saan yung ating instantaneous center if you are given a rolling pair? Given now we have two bodies, one ay ito na rolling. So let's say this is rolling clockwise. Tapos we have this fixed link, which is the ground. Okay, so with that, saan kaya natin makikita yung ating instantaneous center of rotation? Sige, try mo nga, katapang.
Sa point of contact po, sir.
Okay, so very good. Makikita natin ang instantaneous center of rotation for rolling pair sa point of contact ng ating two bodies. So in this condition, we have this point. So this is our instantaneous center. So let's discuss it further kung bakit ba nadodoon ng ating instantaneous center of rotation. Okay, so we have different types of velocity na makikita in a rolling pair. So let's say this is a rolling this is our given rolling pair. And then this is the center of the mass. This is the center of the body. And this is the surface contact. So sabi nila, sabi sa ating additional definition, our instantaneous center is always perpendicular. So tandaan, ang ating instantaneous center is always perpendicular sa ating direction ng velocity. So we have meron tayong tatlong velocity concepts na makikita when we have the rolling pair. So first, we have the velocity parallel to the ground. So this is the velocity of the center of mass. Okay. So ito yung velocity niya. This is the linear velocity ng ng ating body. So, yung velocity yon that is always parallel with the ground. Okay, so let's say we have a point here. So we can choose any point naman within our body. So let's just choose this point. Okay, so let's see our body is rotating clockwise. Our body is rotating clockwise, meaning the direction of motion is going to the right. So para makita natin, ito yung ating velocity of the center of the mass, which is parallel with the ground. Next, we have our velocity of rotation. So, ano naman yung velocity niya? Yung rotating velocity niya. Okay, so if the body is rolling clockwise, so dito, ganito yung direction ng kanyang velocity. So, this is the direction of the velocity of rotation. So, paano natin ngayon makukuha yung ating net velocity? So, our net velocity is the resultant ng ating linear velocity at saka ng ating rotation velocity. So, using yung ating head-to-tail method, we're going to write yung ating parallel lines sa ating linear velocity at sa ating rotational velocity. So, this is our net velocity. So, that is already the resultant of our two velocity, which is the velocity of the center of the mass and the velocity of rotation. Okay. Tapos sabi natin, our instantaneous center or the instant center is located perpendicular sa ating net velocity. So dito, ang sabi natin kanina, our instantaneous center lies at the point of contact of the two bodies, so dito, and that is perpendicular to our direction of the net velocity. Okay, so ito lang yung mga concepts na kailangan nating malaman when we are going to solve the velocity naman kapag we have a rolling pair. Okay, so nagagets naman yung concept. We have the velocity of the center of the mass, velocity of rotation, at saka yung ating net velocity. And the net velocity, always remember, ang direction niya is perpendicular with our instantaneous center. Okay, so naintindihan kapag rolling pair? Hello? Naintindihan ba? May tanong ba? Okay, so let's proceed. How about kapag meron tayong turning pair? So, example of turning pair is yung ating look at this figure at saka yung ating, for example, is the rolling chain. Okay, so paano ba natin siya malalaman kung nasa ng kanyang instantaneous center of rotation? Okay, so if we are going to simplify yung ating diagram for the turning pair, so let's say we have one link here. We have a link here connected by a joint. Tapos we have a link here. We have link 1 and link 2. So with that, paano natin, do you have any idea saan natin makikita yung ating instantaneous center of rotation? Class, saan kaya? Sige nga, patry nga ako. Nandito ba si Valine?
Sir, ako po ba, sir?
Oo. Ali.
Ay,
So, do
sir,
you have
pwede,
any idea? Do you have any idea saan kaya natin makikita or how are we going to locate the instantaneous center of
Naka-chat
rotation
mo ba, Sir
given
Kim?
that we have two links connected by a joint?
Okay.
instantaneous, ano po, sir?
Instantaneous center of rotation.
Okay. Okay po, sir.
So,
Sir, kapag ano po ba? Between two links po ba? Or,
okay.
pag,
So, that
pag perpendicular po ba? So,
the perpendicular, it is perpendicular with the direction of the velocity. Kapag ka, we are talking about rolling pair. So now we are talking about turning pairs naman. So given that we have two links and we have this joint. So kapag ka we have turning pair, by definition nga, yung ating instantaneous center ay the velocity on that point is momentarily zero. Or it has the momentum of zero. So dito, makikita natin ang ating instantaneous center of rotation sa ating axis of rotation. So saan ba natin makikita yung ating axis of rotation? That is sa ating joint. So in this figure, the instantaneous center of rotation is located at this part. At given our roller chain, so if we have a roller chain, di ba, this is link 1. So let's say this is one link, isang link to, tas isang link. So it is connected by a pin joint. So that pin joint is our instantaneous center of rotation. Okay, so nagets naman kung paano natin i-locate ang instantaneous center when we are given a turning pair. Okay, so sabi dito, the instantaneous center of rotation lies at the axis of rotation. Okay, so how about naman if we have a sliding pair? So paano natin ma-identify kung nasa saan yung kanyang yung kanyang ICR? So let's take an example. We have a sliding pair on a flat surface. So this is fixed, tapos this slider is moving back and forth. Okay, so if we take a point, so let's say our body, our slider is moving going to the right. So we are going to get velocity at this point and velocity at this point. Let's say this is point A and point B. Point A and point B. Okay. So sabi natin kanina sa ating rotating pair, so that is just the same, our instantaneous center is perpendicular.
Di ko kayo kabate.
Perpendicular siya sa ating direction ng velocity. Doon natin siya malolocate. Ngayon, kapag ka, our body is going to the right, so both of their velocity is going to the right. Tapos, we are going to put perpendicular line dun sa ating dalawang direction ng velocity. So we have these lines. Itong dalawang lines na ito. Okay. So, saan
Wala, ba't ako nakikinig? Ayaw ko.
by our
Bye-bye.
by our sa ating rotating pair, so that is the point of contact ng ating dalawang body. So if we have this, para makuha, pagka meron tayong sliding pair, makukuha naman natin ang ating instantaneous center of rotation doon sa intersection ng dalawang perpendicular line. Okay, so if we have a flat surface, ibig sabihin, lahat ng velocity niya is only going to the right or in one direction only. So yung kanyang perpendicular line na mabubuo is a parallel line. So sa tingin nyo, magkakaroon ba ng intersection yung ating dalawang perpendicular line na itinarowing? Magkakaroon ba ng point of intersection? So, that is parallel line, hindi siya magkakameron ng point of intersection. So, kapag kaganyan, sa tingin nyo, what will be our value of the instantaneous center of rotation? Okay, so our instantaneous center, ang value na ating ICR ay infinity. Kasi hindi naman sila magkakameron ng point of intersection at any point. So kapag given tayo ng sliding pair in a flat surface, we have the value of infinity for our instantaneous center of rotation. Okay, so same kaya siya in all cases ng sliding pair? How about kapag meron tayong concave surface? So if we have a concave surface, this is fixed. So we have this concave fixed na surface. Tapos we have the slider. So if we take a point here and a point here, so let's say going to the right, so ganito yung direction niya. So this is the direction ng ating motion. So at this point, ang ating velocity, ang direction ng velocity natin ay pababa. Somewhere here. So this is just illustration lang naman. That is not the exact direction ng ating velocity. But at this point, pataas na siya. So nakuha naman kung ba't gano'n. Kasi itong part na to ay moving pa pababa before tumaas. So at this point, pag ganito yung direction ng ating velocity, at this point ay pag ganito naman. Okay, so now we are going to have the perpendicular line ng ating direction ng velocity. So if we write the perpendicular line, magkakameron tayo ngayon ng point of intersection, and that will be the value of our instantaneous center of rotation. So we can say now that in sliding pair, we have different cases. If the surface is flat, our instantaneous center is always infinity. Pero kapag meron na tayong concave or kaya convex surface, magkakameron na siya ng definite value for our instantaneous center. Okay, so naintindihan kapag we are talking about sliding pair. So these are just concepts. We are going to use these concepts later on sa ating pagkakalculate naman ng velocity analysis. Okay, so let's proceed. Dito na lang muna tayo. So we have, kapag ito, yung kanina nating mga pinakita, so this is only using, we are getting the instantaneous center kapag meron tayong kinematic pair. So how about kapag we have multiple links na? So we are going to locate ilan ba, nasaan ba yung mga instantaneous center of rotation kapag meron na tayong multiple links. So the step 1, we are going to find kung ilan ba we're going to find the number of the ICR using the formula. So we have this formula. The number of instantaneous center is equal to the number of links multiplied by the number of links minus 1 over 2. So kindly take note of this formula. So this is applicable on multiple links na. Okay, so let's take an example if we have a 4-bar linkage. So let's say this is point A, point B, point C, point D. So this is link 1, link 2, link 3, and link 4. First step, we have the step 1. We are going to find the number of instantaneous center using the formula. So we have n equals n times n minus 1 over 2. So ilang links meron tayo?
Four po.
Okay, so we have 4 links. We have 4 times 4 minus 1 over 2. So what is the value, or how many is our instantaneous center?
6 po.
Okay, so we have 6 instantaneous center of rotation. Okay, ngayon, step 2 naman, since alam na natin kung ilan, we are going to identify ano ba yung mga instantaneous center na iyon. Okay, so we are going to pair each of the links. Okay, so for link 1, we have instantaneous center at 1, 2, at 1, 3, 1, 4. Tapos we have 2, 3, 2, 4. Tapos we have 3, 4. And same na lang naman yung 1, 3 sa 3, 1. Yung 3, 2 sa 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instantaneous center. Okay, so ito. Now, na-identify na natin kung alin yung pairing ng links for our instantaneous center. Ngayon naman, we are going to locate. Saan ba natin makikita yung mga instantaneous center na yan? Okay, so let's have this let's have yung kanina example, instantaneous center, tapos we have point A, B, C, D, and link 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so madali lang natin ma-identify yung 4 na instantaneous center. So we have this one, I, 1, 2. This is I, 2, 3. This is I, 3, 4. And this is I, 1, 4. Okay, so with that, we have already 4 na na-identify na instantaneous center. So we have this one, and this one. So we have this 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 4. So meron pa tayong dalawang nawawalang instantaneous center. We have I13 and I24. So paano ba natin siya ilolocate? So adjust ko lang pala muna yung drawing natin. Okay, so ano pa ang nawawala natin? We have I13 and I24. So, paano natin siya mahanap? So, asan ba yung ating link 1? So, we have this link 1 and we have this link 3. So, para mahanap natin yung ating instantaneous center, with that point, we are going to extend yung ating dalawang link. So, first, we have the link 1. Extend natin siya. And the link 2. So, link 3. So, we are going to find nga yung I13. Okay. So, after extending yung ating dalawang links, yung kanilang point of intersection, ito na yung magiging instantaneous center at 1, 3 natin. Yung isa naman, we have so meron na tayong I13, so I24 na lang. So we are talking about the link number 2. So we are going to extend our link number 2 at yung ating link number 4. And this is the point of intersection. So this will be the location of our I24. Okay, so with that, we already got yung ating 6 na instantaneous center. So we have 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 1, 4. Tapos we have 1, 3, and 2, 4. Okay, so nagets naman kung paano natin na-locate yung 6 na instantaneous center. Everyone, class, naintindihan? Okay. So ngayon, we have different types of instantaneous center. So paano naman natin i-categorize yung ating mga instantaneous center? So first, we have our fixed instantaneous center. So this IC remains at the same position relative to the fixed ground. So ibig sabihin, that instantaneous center ay hindi gumagalaw. So given yung ating example kanina, let's say this example, we have fixed link here. So saan natin makikita yung ating fixed instantaneous center? Alin dito sa 6 nating instantaneous center ang fixed instantaneous center? Sige, pakitry nga ako. Andito ba si Endrenal? Aling point dito or aling IC ang fix dito sa ating 6 na instantaneous center? Anyone? Okay, so kita naman natin, we have our fixed link here. So ang ating fixed instantaneous center ay itong dalawang instantaneous center na ito. Since itong dalawang point na to, hindi naman yan gumagalaw. Next, we have the permanent instantaneous center. So permanent instantaneous center, it moves when the mechanism moves. So ito naman ay it moves when the mechanism but remains constant for the two specifically. So yung location niya is meron siyang mismong location between two links. Tapos gumagalaw siya together with the mechanism. So with this example, ang ating permanent instantaneous center ay our 3, 4 and 2, 3. So these points is moving with our mechanism, pero their position remains between two links. So that is the permanent instantaneous center. And lastly, we have our neither fixed or moving instantaneous center. So this is neither fixed or permanent instantaneous center. So ito naman, it does not have definite physical location and appear momentarily in a certain position. So kitang-kita naman dito kung alin yung walang mismong physical rotation. That is only a given point using our illustration. So our neither fixed or permanent instantaneous center is our 2, 4, and 1, 3. Okay, so naintindihan naman yung types of ICs natin. Okay, so make sure na nagets nyo yung concept natin ng instantaneous center. Kasi gagamitin natin yan on our next meeting when we are going to discuss naman yung ating velocity analysis. Okay, so I think that's it for our class. Do you have any questions? Naintindihan naman? Meron bang may concern? Wala nang concern? So, make sure na makapagpasa ng topic proposal. At least before tayo mag-midterms, dapat may topic na kayo. After midterms, weekly na ako hihingi ng accomplishment report kung ano na nagawa niyo sa inyong design project. Okay, kung wala nang tanong, wala nang ibang concern, pwede na kayong mag-leave.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.